Trump showed Russia how to do it.
Yeah, bro.
This is how you do it. You've probably heard of it. If you haven't heard of this, you've been living under a rock. The US did airstrikes towards Venezuela, and then they went in and captured the now ex-president of Venezuela, Maduro. It is true that this is about oil. I think the oil is more like hey, we need a reason, and people can relate to this reason because petrol's so expensive right now. Behind why Trump did this, I think there's a big picture we're not seeing. You know, Trump wants oil companies to invest in Venezuela, but there is a major security risk to people like ExxonMobil and Chevron to invest into the country now that it has been destabilized. As we know, headlines and Trump are focusing on oil or drug trafficking. However, this is more about countering China and preparing for a potential Taiwan contingency. We can't forget about what's happening in 2026, and their aging population is now 1 year older. Xi Jinping is running out of time if he really wants to take Taiwan. He has to do it soon. First is protecting the Gulf Coast. So the US aims to remove the risk of hostile power China, placing long-range missiles or bombers in Venezuela, which could threaten the Gulf Coast, the heart of the US oil refinery and energy stability.
I think it's all linked. I think he's had a look at all of this and he's seeing the effect and he's seen it as a positive for America. And we're not going morally, but we're just talking politically for a second. Do I think he wants to expand the Americas?
Yeah, Greenland and all that.
The Greenland thing going on at the moment as well because of national security. I don't think he's into imperialism. I mean, his action might tell you differently. I think we got to look out for America trying to expand south because there's a lot of resources south. And then also the Greenland thing is interesting as well. I love how it's a win for Venezuela, as in the people of Venezuela. There was some Venezuelans in Brisbane who were doing a little bit of a celebrating within the city. Across the globe, there was a lot of Venezuelans celebrating in victory.
So there's been this new term coming up in fandom called the tourist. A tourist in this context is a newcomer who engages with a fandom only superficially, often while demanding significant changes to its established norms or content. To put simply, thing that had a small but loyal audience blows up. Now people who weren't there from the beginning think they know how the show should do. So this is happening right now with the US Venezuela news. People who think they know what they're talking about actually have no idea what is really going on. The day that the arrest happened, there was a spike on Google searches to where is Venezuela? This isn't about oil, but China. Who knows? Maybe I'm just a tourist.